Wednesday. Tim Britton Journal sports writer Tim Britton, Boston. The steady drone of a baseball season can manifest itself in a certain kind of banality. In order to succeed during a season in which there's a game every day, one has to avoid emotional peaks and valleys. Any win is a good win, any loss is a tough loss. Outliers are rare. Tuesday night was an outlier at Fenway Park. Boston's 12-10 win over the Indians was the type of game even the most circumspect players will tell you leaves a mark. The Red Sox recognized in the course of the backhand fifth affair that this could be a special win. "This is a PlayStation game, you know," Xander Bogaerts said. "That's exactly what we needed. The Yankees lost today, so it was a perfect win tonight for us. We haven't had a game like this in a long time," manager John Farrell said. "Indeed, this is the kind of win that registers as a proverbial turning point." For a Red Sox team that had plodded through July, with on-field struggles and off-field drama dominating the conversation around the club, August started, well, perfectly. Christian Vazquez's walk-off home run to straightaway center immediately brought to mind the similar three-run shot hit a season ago by Hanley Ramirez, the catalyst for an 11-game winning streak that puts the AL East on ice in September. 4 years ago to the day, in 2013, the Red Sox scored 6 in the ninth to walk off the Mariners, confirming their presence as a legitimate contender for the World Series they eventually claimed. July. Bogaerts said when asked about whether this could shift momentum after Boston's worst month of the season, "I don't know that month." Tuesday's was also a game that contained more or less everything a baseball game can hold. Let's take a look at the 18 weirdest elements of a decidedly weird Red Sox win. 1. Here's a list of the pitchers who allowed runs on Tuesday night, as well as their 2017 eras entering the night. Chris Sale 2.37, Carlos Carrasco 3.58, Brian Shaw 2.90, Andrew Miller 1.52, Addison Reed 2.57, Craig Kimbrell 1.24, Cody Allen 2.74. Here's a list of the pitchers who didn't allow runs on Tuesday night, as well as their 2017 eras entering the night. Tyler Olson 0.00, though in 123 innings. Dan Otero 3.57, Blaine Boyer 3.55, Matt Barnes 3.60, Joe Smith 3.28. When you consider the guys that were on the mound for both teams, you wouldn't expect this to be a 12-10 final, Farrell said. 2. The fact that Boston's offense exploded for a dozen runs against this team, and those pitchers in particular, only adds to the night's encouragement. The bullpen trio of Shaw, Miller and Allen combined to allow 2 runs in 9-13 innings in last year's division series sweep of the Red Sox. On Tuesday, they allowed 7 runs in 123 innings. That's huge. Those are guys that have been very successful, said Mitch Moreland. For us to be able to go out and continue to build innings throughout the game, scratch some runs, with big hits and big at-bats throughout the lineup to continue to put pressure on them and ultimately get the win, it was a good one for us. It's a real good team out there, Bogaerts said of Cleveland. To be winning against these guys is definitely a good confidence booster. 3. Chris Sale had allowed 4 runs in all of July. He had yielded 4 or fewer hits in 4 of his 5 July starts. He gave up 3 runs on 4 hits in Tuesday's first inning, matching his first inning total in his first 21 starts. "Just command," he said. "Everything was leaking back over the middle. So often this season, Sale has bailed out Boston's bats. They returned the favor for once. I think we owe him about 5 or 6 more," Moreland said. 4. Moreland started that comeback with his 3-run homer in the second inning. After a miserable month, he didn't have a home run all July. The first baseman had started showing signs of life in this homestand. He delivered the homer in the 5-run second as well as a double in the 4 and 6th. Moreland acknowledged HES had to make some adjustments with his swing to take pressure off his broken big toe. "Just trying to simplify a little bit," he said. "I was kind of leaving my backside a little bit, trying to get down a little bit earlier and see the ball a little bit longer. The last few days I've tried to put together a little bit better at-bats. Hopefully that will continue to trend in the right way. Tonight was definitely a step in the right direction." 5. Of course, Moreland's most memorable at-bat was a strikeout. Moreland was saved by a wild pitch, and a quick call from third base ump Mark Wegner. Hitters are placed in an awkward situation when they check their swing on a possible strike three that gets past the catcher. Should you admit guilt and run to first in case it's ruled a swing, or stand your ground and hope the ump doesn't think you went? Wegner punched Moreland out on the pitch, but he did it right away. That limited Moreland's hesitation in getting down to first, as he easily beat the throw from Yan Gomez. What could have been the 27th out instead prolonged the game. "I think that was the best strikeout of my career," Moreland said. 6. In only 5 of Boston's last 23 games entering the night had the offense scored more than 5 runs, the number it posted in Tuesday's second inning. It was the first time all season the Red Sox had 2 different innings of 4 or more runs. 7. The game was about to break open in the top of the 6th, when the Indians loaded the bases with nobody out against Boyer, already up 75. But facing the top of the Cleveland order, Boyer induced a shallow fly ball from Francisco Lindor to left and a 643 double play off the bat of Brandon Guyer to keep the Tribe from increasing the lead. Of note, John Farrell had Fernando Abad warming in the bullpen, perhaps to dissuade the Indians from pinch-hitting Bradley Zimmer for Guyer, as they did in the 9th. 8. After being acquired at the trade deadline last year, Fernando Abad surrendered an 8th-inning home run to the first batter he faced while with Boston. Addison Reed did the same on Tuesday. Fortunately for Reed, he allowed only a solo shot to Carlos Santana. Abad had served up a 3-run homer to Robinson Cano that put the Sox behind in Seattle en route to a bad loss. 9. All 4 of Craig Kimbrell's blown saves have come on lead-off home runs. The Red Sox have come back to win 3 of those games. 10. Kimbrell's 4 blown saves are twice as many as he had in 2016, even as HES pitching significantly better. 11. Eduardo Núñez collected 3 more hits, raising his average in 5 games with the Red Sox to an even .500. According to Fangraphs, Núñez was worth 1.2 wins above replacement in his 74 games with San Francisco. He's halfway to that total in just 5 contests with Boston. Núñez has contributed at a full-season pace of 19.4 WAR since coming over from the Giants. 12. Rafael Devers had 2 more hits to go along with a walk. Devers has contributed 0.6 WAR in 7 games. 13. Christian Vázquez doesn't hit many home runs, but he has a flair for dramatic ones. He only has 4 career dingers, but all of them have put the Red Sox ahead. Tuesday's was his second to win a game in the 8th or later. You may remember the one he clubbed off Darlene Betances last May. Vázquez's family was at the game, making his first career walk-off homer extra special. "It was great for them to see that," he said. 14. On this homestand, Vázquez is 10 for 18 with 5 extra base hits. Before this homestand, Vázquez had 5 extra base hits in the previous 2 months. He's swinging the bat with some authority, Farrell said. "You know what, I'm not changing anything," said the catcher. "I'm not trying too much and keep simple. Hit the ball to the middle, that's all I'm trying to do." 15. Vázquez only started because Sandy Leon injured his knee in Friday's walk-off win over the Royals. It was the first time all season Vasquez caught sail. 16. 6 of Boston's last 13 home wins have been walk-off wins. 17. Have we gotten this far without talking about Austin Jackson's catch? Mercy. Here's how the Boston bullpen saw it. We were in shock, honestly. We see a lot of good catches from the center fielder watching Jackie Bradley Jr. every day, but that was up there, said Heath Hembree. It looked like he got 10 or 11 feet up in the air. Chuckles. We were just in shock. It was unbelievable, to be honest with you. I was actually running to try to go catch it, Kimbrell said. And then all of a sudden he is flipping over our fence. You really didn't know how to react. It was such an amazing catch, you want to start clapping. But then you realize he just took a run away from us. It was definitely up there with one of the best catches I've ever seen. What did Bradley, for so long the king of highlight reel catches in Fenway's center field, think of his new competition? I know AJ, so I'm not surprised, Bradley said. It was special. It was a great catch. Does Bradley feel he needs to one-up Jackson? Nope, he said. I'm just going to play my game. 18. The Red Sox have won a series for the first time since they were in Texas, the first week of July. On Tuesday night at least, they believed this could carry over to Wednesday and beyond. This kind of win sets the tone for anybody, Moreland said. There's not too many of them that you can think ABCK and they go back and forth like it did. You don't see games like that too often. It's a testament to this team. That was a fun one for us.